Okay, I'm back. So, I'm gonna do some Tetris, probably some Animal Crossing before I leave, and maybe I might be able to take a shower. Who fucking knows? Anyways, what we're trying to do today is that we're trying to get more tickets. So let's fricking do that. Let's get more tickets. So what do I need to do? Last combo of 3 shouldn't be a problem. With my Tetris skills, it shouldn't be an issue. I know it's weird. I usually don't talk in 50-minute videos. Or 15, actually. But again, I just got so invested in the conversation that I forgot about the time. Let's not make that a habit. It's already been a habit, but I'm trying not to make it a habit. Because I really don't want it to be. I want to have structure in my videos. The reason why I make my videos 10 minutes, because I understand you guys have other stuff to do. Make these videos short and decisive, so it doesn't take you like a fucking hour to fucking watch all my videos. Looking at you other Let's Play channels. Like, holy shit, I know that's the only way they could possibly ever get the fucking games done. I get that. Some games are just unforgivably long. Xenoblade. But that's just another story. Because I've been there. I've been in your guys' shoes. I was a fan of a YouTuber. If you guys don't know, I probably said his name millions of fucking times. Actually makes it sound like I'm sucking, literally sucking his dick, but I'm not. This is a guy I watched who helped me out. He's a good Let's Player. I'm not saying I'm not forcing you to watch him, but he's a good guy if you want to do like walkthroughs and stuff like that. His name is Chugga Conroy. You probably heard of his name. If you've not ever watched his videos, you've heard his name at least once by like a podcaster or another famous YouTuber might have spit his name at least once. He's been on the platform longer as anyone else has, like Deceased Crab, Nintendo Capri Sun. He was in that era, and he's still doing Let's Plays today, and he's doing it strongly, and he's evolved. He literally has evolved with the craft, and yeah, I can agree with some sense that I don't blame him if he doesn't like the current way of gaming, because all those guys are doing is just playing the games. They're not really showing you how to beat them, and they're trying to sell you on their personality. So you can see, guys, what I'm doing. I'm mixing both old style with the new. I'm trying to teaching you guys how to play the game while being stupid. So in a sense, it's like I'm the goofy teacher. I'm teaching you some cool shit while being myself at the exact same time. And what really sparked me to go on this way was my fucking teacher from related class. I told a story about this, but I'll repeat it if you guys have never noticed. I had this awesome fucking fuck. I need to remember a lot of stuff. Hold on, I gotta remember stuff from 2019. Oh god, it's been a fucking year. I just been so busy with YouTube shit that I kind of really forget things easily. If they're not rememberable, or if I can't remember them mentally, it has to infect me for me to remember them. Okay, hold on, here we go. So, I had this great related teacher, because related is where it was a class. If you didn't go to vocational school, let me fucking explain this shit. Related is a class where if you're in a shop, there's a shop part is where you do the fucking thing that you're in, like, you know, building video games, cooking meals for the old people, elderly, cutting their hair. Related was the written half, where you got to learn the processes, learn key terms, tests, shit like that. My class was kind of like I was already prepared for the style that I was in for that class, which was writing vocabulary words, doing tests, and learning a few things at a time. I was used to that style of learning, so I could thrive there decently well. And again, I went to the culinary shop so it could fucking help me be a better person instead of a shittier one. I mean, guys, for fuck's sakes, I helped a kid out of depression. Anyways, I will never hold that against me, but I think that's a good achievement for me. I stopped that kid from killing himself. Of course, I'm not gonna fucking milk it, but I was honestly shocked when he told me, like, dude, if you never talked to me that day, I just would have fucking, you know. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, fuck, I just fucking saved this kid's life. Like, and it hit me big. But anyways, let me go back to my fucking story about my relay teacher. My relay teacher, really changed the way I thought of school. Because back then I was depressed little shit. And they kind of saw right through it. They're like, they saw right through me. They saw through my shell. Because I had trust issues. I don't trust people right away. I think they're going to go after me. But most of these teachers saw through my fucking ruse, and they kind of saw that something was fucking up. Like, they knew that something was wrong with me. Most of the time, I just had issues. Stress was just all over me. I was worse like my fucking sister. I was a fucking mess. I'm better now, but back then, 5 years ago, oh my fucking A. I was not okay. The only thing that was clinging on to my fucking sanity was watching Chugga Conroy and other YouTubers and trying to make sure I can fucking get my school assignments on time so my dad didn't find out I was depressed. Anyways, this teacher changed the way I thought of teachers for the rest of my life. I thought they were there just to teach me freaking lessons. He straight up one day, we were all like, you know how teenagers are, we all acting idiots. One day, I was sitting there going, oh god, they're gonna fucking do this. This guy straight up swore in the class. And he's like, okay, listen. And he even told this to me. He's like, I'm talking to you too. Of course I'm gonna say my real name here. I'm talking to you, Zach. This applies to you. Everybody in the fucking class. You need to get your shit together. I could be your best teacher, or I can be the worst teacher you ever had in your life and make your life a living hell. And that sat with me. And I'm going, holy shit. I'm like, this dude is not a fucking afraid to show who the fuck he is. He's a fucking fighter. And he fucking inspired me, dude. He was like, oh shit. Like, this fucker has no fear. He gives no fucks. And I kind of idolized that because this dude could fucking be himself. And he didn't fucking care what anybody thought about who he was or what he presumed it to be. He didn't care. And that fucking inspired me. I know I'm swearing too much, and if he's watching this video, I'm sorry for my language. I know, I'm a horrible person. I'm sorry. Mr. C. But that guy inspired me so freaking much. And he might be one of the reasons he got me out of my shell. And I started to just be myself, talk about video games, and I applied the lessons I learned from talking to the others. I started to not focus on video games all the time. I started talking about them, checking in with them like a therapist, like, oh, how you guys doing? Like, mentally. I started listening. I started opening up to people too. And I got to hear their perspectives and all of that. And now we come to today. I think if I never had Mr. C, I think I would still be the same depressed piece of shit today. So, Mr. C, thank you for dealing with my ass. I was a good student, but I was a fucking little shit to you, and I'm sorry. Unfortunately, I had a lot of shit in my life to go through. I had constant fear for my life that I was gonna die, or my parents were gonna die, or stuff like that. I just had the fear of death, so I'm sorry if I ever was a little crap to you. Unfortunately, I never was able to express myself properly as a kid, and it just turns to rage. So I'm sorry, Mr. C. He's probably never watching this video, but I kind of look back and I miss him. Like, he was the best freaking teacher I've ever had. I know I was never good in his class. I knew I was never smart. So I accepted that, listen, if I'm not going to be smart, then goddamn that I'm not going to be fucking useless. So I freaking did anything these teachers told me to do. With no question, no complaining, no whining. And, I mean, I did have bad days. Unfortunately, I do whine. There are cracks in the freaking ceiling, unfortunately. But I did my freaking best. And these teachers admired that because they inspired me to be better. And now here I am. Being dry freaking crunch. Being a relatable son of a bitch. And living my life. And I'm doing dishes for a living. Listen, I don't care if I have to do dishes. If I have to do dishes, I have to do dishes. It's just that if I do ever go into cooking, that's when I'm going to get off my ass and fucking work out. Because that's 12 fucking hours, boys. That's 12 hours of work. And I have to constantly do that every single fucking day, then... oh boy. Then my sister would never get a break. Because if I was doing that all the time, 12 hours, then my sister would have to do everything. Because my sister is technically a nurse. And I'm already gone for 5 hours. If I'm gone for 7 more hours in the day, oh boy, the room would never get cleaned. My chores would never be done because I would just be too tired and say, fuck it. You know what I mean? But now, basically what I'm saying, that teacher taught me how to inspire to be myself. He taught me how to be humble. He taught me how to not be a little shit. And he taught me how to be reasonable with my stuff. He taught me a lot of things. And I can't say thank you enough. I miss that guy. I wish he was back into my life, you know? And unfortunately, he probably has no idea what the fuck's going on. And I'll go, dude, remember how I said my life would get better after I left? And he's like, yeah. It got worse. And he's like, what happened? I'm like, well, you would not believe the amount of hospital visits my father had to go to. He would be baffled. He'd go, heck. And I'm like, dude, I went through some hard shit in my life. So listen, learn, kids. I learned a valuable lesson after leaving high school. And I'm going to tell you now, because I experience this right now. I'm telling you kids right now. Enjoy being in high school while you still can. Because when you leave, you have no idea how badly life is, truly, when the safety wheels are taken off. I'm telling you right now. Bills suck, but you gotta do it. It's for the country. Things stink, but you gotta do it. You can't complain. You can't whine. You can't go on Twitter. Well, people are going on Twitter for the wrong reasons, but life just sucks. And the only thing we can do is waste it on stuff like this. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video.